G'day folks and welcome to our live stream. We'll be with you guys in around a couple minutes time. Stand by. Get involved in our live chat. It is open to subscribers only. Stand by, folks. I'm just on the phone to my daughter to say goodnight to her. I'm just having a quick game with her. We are loading into the game, so we'll be with you guys in a few minutes' time. If you are just joining us, our live stream chat is open to subscribers only. We'll be with you guys very soon. This is our standby into the live stream. We'll be starting at 7:10. That is local time, Eastern Standard Time, Australia. That's 6 minutes from now. G'day folks, how are we all doing? Thank you very much for the standby into the stream. Our live stream chat is open to subscribers only, folks. Come and get involved in our live chat here tonight. And we are doing a special Sunday night Train Sim World live stream this week. Our American Truck Simulator Sunday night Lighting the Highways will not be on this week, folks. We will be returning most likely next Sunday. And for you people that are wondering when I am going to be doing some Vivid, Sydney Vivid, the Light Festival, yes, it is back on here in Sydney. Good news is, planning to go in sometime through the week. It won't be on Wednesday, of course, because of the Rugby League State of Origin, but I am planning to do some footage sometime this week, and it will also. I'll be taking my family, like my daughter and the mother of my child. They were going in with them over the weekend. So, yeah, looking forward to it. I would have loved to have done it last Friday, though, on launch night. That was the plan originally. But if you're not aware, you know, the east coast of Australia has been smashed by massive floods and rain and just constant rain over the last week. So we haven't been able to get out too much, and the same with the truck spotting. The good news is with the truck spotting side of it, ladies and gentlemen, I did do some yesterday on Saturday the 24th. So we have over at St Mary's. And we covered parts in St Mary's we've never done before, actually. We went and walked around and did some parked up stuff. We've got a few things on the road, but yeah, mainly parked up stuff. And covered a lot of the factory areas that we haven't done yet. So we've dug in deep this time. So the truck spotting video coming up tomorrow. It will be a shorter one than normal, but it is a very, very good one. I can trust you that. All right. So if you've seen some of those shorts earlier today, some of those trucks are also going to be featured in the full-length video in 4K and 60 frames per second after the premiere tomorrow at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. This time tomorrow night will be the premiere of our latest truck spotting video. Anyway, without further ado, welcome to our Sunday the 25th of May, 2025, S-Bahn Frankfurt action. It is Train Sim World 5 with your 2023 Week 16 loading screenshot contest winner, the Aussie Don. Here we go. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Sunday, the 25th of May, 2025, Train Sim World 5 live stream. And it is S-Bahn Frankfurt action here today. My name is the Aussie Don. I am your 2023 Week 16 loading screen contest winner for Train Sim World's contest. I also won the Train Simulator Classic contest in 2023 on Week 6 and 26, actually. I won it twice in 2023. You know, the funny thing is, the guy that won the Train Sim World contest that on Week 6 also won on Week 26, and I also won the same weeks. So I share a common bond with a fellow player, you know, a fellow rail fan and a fellow Train Sim World player, and that I won the Train Simulator Classic contest back on Week 6 in 2023. He won the Train Sim World contest on Week 6 in 2023, and then I went ahead and won Week 16 in the Train Sim World contest, and then I ended up winning Week 26 on the Train Simulator contest, and this fella won the Week 26 contest. So it was in Train Sim World. It was just absolutely crazy how it happened. I just couldn't believe it. And Jamie, that from Dovetail, he's been in the stream a couple times. G'day to Jamie if you're watching, and all the Dovetail crew. Welcome aboard if you are watching. And all the third-party developers, and of course, all the rail fans and Train Sim World players out there, and Train Sim Classic players. If you play Train Simulation in general, welcome aboard. How we all Run 8, you know, whatever you play, Way Sim, you know, other ones, Derail one, Devil Derail, was it? Or something like that. Anyway, yeah, all transport, Fever, of course. Third one's coming. Oh, man, I'm so pumped for that next year. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely be doing gameplay for that. You know what? I've had number 2 in my library for months now. When it was on sale, like earlier in the year, I think it was. I think it's the end of year sale or whatever it was last year. But anyway, I've had it for many months and I haven't even bothered playing it. I need to get time to actually do it. Anyway, enough said. Let's get into some S-Bahn action. So, if you're not aware, we are live again tomorrow night with our Monday traditional live stream. That is All Aboard Live, episode 131. Tomorrow we're on the S-Bahn Frankfurt again just to kick it off. If you're not aware, the cover and the live stream is up on our channel now. And yes, it is a Creators Club paint job, which we are doing on there. So, all right. Mods-wise. JetWash has confirmed that he is going to be doing a new graphics and lighting upgrade. He's got to obviously do a lot of, how things react to S-Bahn Frankfurt. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. It's been okay with his current build. It's not perfect. I have been experimenting with a few different custom engine settings today. And I have actually found that the one that I was using prior to I went to God mode over the last week and JetWash to be more better on S-Bahn Frankfurt than his current build in God mode's upgrade. Now, the problem is, because God mode's been updated, JetWash's one hasn't been updated. It could be conflicting. So that's the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to hold off until JetWash upgrades and I'm going to test it again, see if it's any better with his new build. But at the moment, we have gone back to the way we were beforehand. And it's not perfect, but I've just found a lot of micro shattering on the S-Bahn Frankfurt. A lot. And we all know the frame rate's going to dip around Frankfurt and that. There's just so much hardcore shit going on. It's just crazy. The amount of track, the amount of traffic, it's just insane. So, not to be surprised, it's S-Bahn Munich all over again. It's Munich Augsburg all over again. S-Bahn Munich Augsburg, when it first got launched, was exactly the same. It was terrible around Munich. But anyway. Okay, let's have a look and see what this is all about. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, I'm live streaming now, so I can go on. My day's been very good, Chris. I had an absolute ball yesterday on Saturday, the 24th of May. I went around my traditional truck spotting, stomping grounds of St. Mary's, and because I was around my mate's house around near the area, and I went and done some truck spotting yesterday. I went into St. Mary's into more deeper into the factory areas, just off Forrester Road and more in towards in more. So I did a massive loop and I just walked around, for a decent 2.5 to 3 hours. I had lunch in between. But I covered all up in my kilometers because I got it down on my app I covered again yesterday over 23 kilometers of walking. So I just absolutely went ballistic. Not too many snippets though. It was very quiet yesterday on the roads. But the Legend side that I got a few weeks ago, the silver one with all the pink and that, the Winston one. I got it again yesterday on its own this time. It was on its own. I've always had it with the trailer, but this time it's on its own. So, it's a beast. Absolute beast. I actually spoke to the fella for a little bit. Because he was at the servo, and he absolute weapon. Like I said to him, I said, mate, I go, you probably know by now I've captured your truck a few times. I go, you absolutely love the Legend size. I go, these things are just weapons. The detail in this thing is just absolutely incredible. I go, I swear, if you threw this up on the contest at, at a show or something, a lot of people would be very impressed. It's just the amount of details in this thing is like crazy. It's got glitter going through it. It's just, detail, pinstripes is crazy. So anyway, enough said on that side of it. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, hour before the live stream, our latest truck spotting video from Samaris will be featured. And yes, we're doing more parked up stuff in this video than anything, but there is a lot that we haven't done before. So this is different again to anything we've done in Samaris. So do look out for it. It's going to premiere tomorrow on the channel. All right. Planning to do other truck spotting this week. Weather's looking good. A little bit of rain tomorrow afternoon, so I've got to get out early. Yeah, I'm planning to do what I was originally going to do last week, this week. So, yeah, but it's going to be more this time. Like, I'm going to have to go bang, 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 like every day, pretty much. So, regarding mods for American Truck Simulator, this week we are planning to release the Godfather's Freighter T-Liner Trailer Skins Pack 21. That'll be releasing, I'm planning Thursday, so we've got to get that out on Thursday for you guys. And yeah, we won't be previewing all of the skins before the release, so don't worry. There's a few more previews coming up this week, later in the week. But the model will already be released, so we don't have to worry about previewing anymore. All right, let's go. S-Bahn Frankfurt. This is what we are doing. Okay, let's get involved. All right. Got the full timetable, of course, and we are going to be... What's the cover photo tonight? It is the 425, isn't it? It is the 425. 423, sorry. 423. I don't know what's happening with the 42... Huh? I don't know what's happening with the 423s. You know, I actually subscribed to a few of the liveries today. But there might actually be the other liveries. I don't think there may be for this one. Unless there's an issue going on. Anyway, we're not worried about that. Let's kick it off. So we will start it off on 15 hours 20. Enjoy. So yeah, DX12, custom engine settings, standard tonight, nothing fancy. I haven't changed the cover photos, folks, so it does say U-Bahn half. Huh? Wait and see this one. It's now known as a U-Bahn. U-Bahn Frankfurt. There it is. U-Bahn Frankfurt. I apologize. I had a typo problem. So yeah, I only seen it after I loaded it up the other night. I was like, okay. That was quite funny. I was like, whoops. Typo. H and N are next to each other. That's the problem on the keyboard. Like, you got in the middle is a H, and then you're down right next to it is the N. So I must have flipped it somehow. Anyway. Let's load it up. S2 35246. I've got 2 more uploaded videos for Train Sim World as well that I have done earlier today. I was also testing the settings and stuff that I was playing around with. So anyway, we should have it all sorted tonight. It will be a little bit less here on the stream, of course, because I am on the recording and live streaming and obviously playing the game at the same time. It does chew up a lot. Okay, we'll get that siphon. Yeah, passenger behaviour has been quite appalling as well, unfortunately, folks. I don't know, for me, I just think passenger behaviour has become really, like, you know, you got a route like this that's got stuff all passengers. There's one of the deliveries, by the way, and there's another one just there. There's another one. That's on the 423s. Let's close those doors and get ready for departure. suspension improvements are on here. We have got our camera angles back, folks. We've got our big, massive drone cam. Probably not advisable to use it here on S-Bahn because it is pretty hardcore. I feel like it was actually going to snap me just then. Getting a lot more freezing tonight. I'm just starting to think, is it the live streaming that's causing it? Might have to lower my settings again on the OBS Studio. Don't really want to do that because I don't really like to do that. Frame rate's not too bad, it's just the micro shaking that's causing a lot of problems. Wasn't doing this earlier today when I was uploading. Right. Should be that first H just there. Which it is. Now this train station has got a problem, folks. There's no passengers on this train station, unfortunately. It is it's one of those issues that are happening on this particular route. That some stations have got passengers. It's very similar to what's happened to the what we got with the North London route. So it's just a passenger problem at the moment in train Simwell that's causing so much conflict, you know. Well, the optimization is just that poor at the moment. They can't even bother putting passengers on a damn. It's an S-Bahn. Just a little bit up the rails here, Chris. Not too far. We're going to Hochester. Far. Don't even get me to pronounce that. Far, far black sheep, have you have any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir, 3 bags full. don't ask me, some German station. That's it. I did see the train sim community has got some announcements for this route, but once again, you need like a program to run it with. Like, you could easily use your iTunes account, like to just throw it all up on there and just code it in, you know, sequentially. But yeah, it's all in German anyway. So for me, it's, yeah, nothing really jumping up and down saying I must have this. I checked it out earlier today and to see what it sounded like. It was in German. I thought, nah, I do not know how to speak German, sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. Let's get one of those first aid kits. Close the doors and get ready for departure. We have a red signal up in front, actually. It should be green. Yep, there we go. I think it's a waste of space, actually. Look at this. Like, you've got all this space just here, but you can't even actually put it in the middle and make it look more professional. This proves how retarded some of the people at Dovetail are. Like, seriously, you put that in the middle and make it wider. You know what I mean? Make it look better. Stand out. Traffic just going through just then, like, that was just insane. One on either side, and then you got another one going down through there. It's really cool. Just like going to Stratfield here in Sydney. It's just like trains everywhere. Or central, yeah, like more into the city. Have we got any passengers on this route? Like any? Have you any? Has anybody seen any besides? Like, this one's more professional, like this Oz gang, like, see how that's like sort of in the, it's not even in the middle on that one either, but that's like a shorter one. And did that just open back up? Did everyone see them doors close and all of a sudden they open back up? I actually like these short services out of Frankfurt and vice versa. When you go to Frankfurt, it's cool because in the distance you can actually start seeing the tall buildings and the skyscrapers of Frankfurt, and it sort of reminds me of like when you're coming here into Sydney, you know, into the city, and you sort of start seeing the skyscrapers and that, you know, it's really cool. I like that, and you're sort of like still in the suburbs, you know. Yeah, it reminds me a hell of a lot, like, going into the city here. There was definitely less lag earlier today on this, so it's a little bit more tonight. It's definitely the strain of the live stream is doing that. Before I finish this, I just gotta check and make sure that settings are still the same. Yeah, all good. Gonna check my lines for a second, folks. All right, there we go with our services there. I'm just gonna check my lines for a second, and see if I've actually added back in the settings for the just give me a second. Config, no, window, engine. Don't know why they do this sticky key bullshit. Could be the passenger thing that I threw back in there. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly quit the game, and I'm just going to throw these lines out, and then we'll go back in the game, and then we'll see how we go. So just bear with me for a second. I just got to quickly change some settings around, and then we'll get back into the game. So bear with me for a second. I do apologize for this. We'll be back in a minute. Oh, wrong button. There we go. We'll be back in a minute, folks. I do apologize. I just got to change the passenger. Just get rid of the passenger thing. See how we go. All right, we'll load back into the game. Get rid of that. Apply. Jane. Okay, all done. All done. In those wagons, they might have oil. What wagons were you seeing there, Chris? The oil tankers have crude oil or petroleum, or ethanol, diesel, just petroleum stuff. So that's what that would be all about. We're loading back into the game, folks. Just had to quickly throw out some lines in the custom engine that are not. But I know for a fact that the passenger, even with the lines at the moment, the passenger behavior in Train Sim World is just, it's the worst it's ever been. It's, we get routes like, it seems to be funny how when they always do UK routes, they always make sure that everything is correctly done. But when it comes to everything else, they just don't give a fuck. It's starting to come like that now. And it's funny how there's more UK content on the roadmap than anything else. Where's the US content? Is any US content on the roadmap? Only the Santa Fe pack, which is, look, I'll be honest with you guys, that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to that. Is it going to make Train Sim World 5 Euro? That's the question mark. I'll probably say yes. It could be actually the final DLC for this year's Train Sim World. We always seem to get some sort of small pack before the release of a new era. A so-called new era, even though we all know that's bogus. It's just a marketing ploy. And, that's their strategy, and, so be it. It's just a pain, every year we have to re-download shit and that. But you know what, this year probably won't bother me too much because I'll be moving to my SSD drive, for sure. Because I'm playing on a hard drive at the moment. And I've got the SSD drive in there, the 4 terabyte stick. That I mainly just use at the moment just to... I put all my recordings through there, my SSD. So... my other SSD that already comes with the PC is only 1 terabyte. It's terrible. It's not even 1 terabyte, to be honest. It's... You couldn't even get Train Sim World on there. I could, but only a couple of rounds. Right. Alright, we're back in. Let's go. Alright. That one tomorrow night, we're live with that. Let's now do some more action. And we will now do the 4:30. And we'll do a standard. Let's do a standard. Actually, you know what? Let's actually do it with the Creators Club one. We'll do it with this one. What we got? Let's go. It's a 33 minutes one. There we go. Right. Lovely and a nice clear day. All right, here we go. More S-Bahn action, and now with the brand new 4:30 Loco. This is S-Bahn Frankfurt live on Sunday the 25th of May 2025 from Sydney, Australia. It is currently 7:41 p.m. in the east coast of Australia. Welcome to you all. 5:41 p.m. in Western Australia. Half an hour difference between 7:41 time. So it's just after 7 p.m. in South Australia and Northern Territory. It's 9:41 p.m. in New Zealand. Welcome to you. It's approaching 11 a.m. in the UK. So it's currently 10:41 a.m. 11:41 a.m. in Central Europe. That is including Germany. Welcome to you. It is early hours of the morning. It's approaching 6 a.m. in eastern states of the USA. And that includes New York. And hopefully the Knicks can get back into the series. And then what is it? Nighttime in LA. If you're in LA and watching us, well, hello Hollywood. Make me famous. I'm better than Cena. You can see me. You can see me when you want to. Only when I tell you you can see me, that's it. Here it is. Oh, we have passengers. Oh, yeah, look at that miracle. Oh. This is where they all are. Actually, this is the train we're rolling with tomorrow night. It's not the first time we've rolled with this design either. We've had this design on Colin Arkin, I do believe. But that was with the 423. I think it was with the Colin Arkin's 423. Actually, it might have been also on Munich Osberg. I might have pretty sure I might have done this on Munich Osberg. It is an awesome livery. It's good to see it on the 423. Oh, sorry, the 430. Got so many different German S-Bahn trains. Like, you know what, folks? We don't even have all S-Bahn trains still in Train Sim. There's more. Don't worry about it. There's more. Yeah, getting stuck in the... Oh, I'm just gonna sit down. My pants are ripped. Oh my god. This is why we need a whole new, like, scrap the passengers that are in the game now, just completely redo them. We need different varieties of passengers. We need, you know how they got the diagrams for old folks and stuff, you know? I want them to actually go on the train. I want people in wheelchairs and stuff, so we can have, like, it could build on the guard mode. And like I said to you guys, I've come up with different, like, things that could improve guard mode. Like, you know, where you can throw out the ramp so the disabled passenger can go onto the train, and, you know, you put it back in and whatever, put it back up where it's got to go at the platform. Or there could be one on board the train, you know. I've said that we need kids in the game. Yeah, of course, yeah, we need different varieties of passengers, not just the same old, you know, like, it's just adults only, like, it needs to be old folks, and I know there's, like I said, I know there's diagrams and stuff, but it's just, yeah, to the point where I apologise, folks, that is the biggest glitch I've ever seen in Train Sim World history. I thought that was going to smash up then. Give my PC a nice clean out tomorrow, see if... Actually, I won't be able to do tomorrow. I won't be in. Tonight even, because it's already been on. These developers have got to seriously stop using fucking Unreal Engine. You know, like, even the new JDM game is suffering with a lot of lag. This is actually really bad. This is actually really bad. It's never been this bad before. Like, I already lowered my settings for the live stream as it already is, you know. I've already dropped it down to 10,000 kps, you know, like where I used to stream to 12. So it's a bit of a bugger. Alright, we're approaching our first stop on this trip. Oil tankers, yes, they would have the oil on them for sure. There could be empty ones as well. I think they would be empty, sitting in the yard like that. But yeah, you never know. They could be loaded up, ready to go for a certain time for the they got to head out. So. Even if they were empty, they would definitely be signs of whatever was in it anyway. So, you know, it's always, you know, not safe, obviously, delivering that type of cargo. That cemetery there's for all the ex-employees of Dovetail that have screwed the game up. And there's ones that are reserved for the ones that are still there. Now time for roof cam. Yeah, can I speak to the president of Dovetail, please? Yes. Oh, yes. Do I have to wait another fucking year for decent bloody optimization? My phone is starting to flicker. You know what? You know, I'm an OG of Train Sim World, okay, folks. And as much as they keep saying we're trying to improve optimization, they've been saying the same shit for the last fucking 8 years. It's never gonna happen. Unfortunately, they use Unreal Engine 4, and Unreal Engine 4 is well known for shadows and micro shadowing. And you can just look at the new JDM video game. There's a lot of it in there, and there's a lot of people complaining how it's poorly optimized and that. Welcome to the wonderful world of Unreal Engine. The only reason that these developers use it is because it's a cheap, nasty engine. And you've got, you know, such, you know, very promising video games like Train Sim World and JDM and, you know, other Unreal games, and they suffer, unfortunately, with micro shadowing and all this shit. You think Fortnite uses it, but you think that would be lagging as well? Yes, there is, Chris, and hasn't received the update for quite a while, so it's I say it would work because you can see, like you seen me the other day, I was on the Brighton mainline modded timetable from Train Sim World 4, and that still works. That actually didn't receive an update for it to work on Train Sim World 5. It's just we've been lucky that that particular mod still works for Train Sim World 5. And that's over 1.5. I'm pretty sure it's over 1.5 years old. It's quite a old mod. As much as these, you know, custom engine settings and all this razzle dazzle works, and I've been told that, you know, and I've seen others actually say that running this route on standard DX11 without any custom engine settings is actually worse than what this is. So I would probably agree, go with it. So. Okay, here we are at the station, next one. Two passengers going on board. Yeah, it was. It was quite a long time. So there you go. It is even in Train Sim World 3. So it wasn't even Train Sim World 4 for that one. It's not so much the FPS that's bad. The FPS is quite fun. It's just the micro shading that unfortunately kills the experience. So that's the optimization. Like, this is what the community is on about. Frame rate can vary. Like I said, like the more built up, the more hardcore stuff's going on, especially Frankfurt. The frame rate dips like no tomorrow. So that's what they need to work on. They need to work on areas like Frankfurt that are going to be frame rate's going to be working quite fine. They've got to start working out how to eliminate a lot of the micro shattering, because it is actually getting worse. It's getting more and more worse. And this is one thing I was worried about this particular route. This is why I said to you guys, some routes in Train Sim World are being built in the wrong era. They're being built at the wrong time. They're being released at the wrong time. And unfortunately, Moody Gosberg was one of them at the time. Brighton was another one. You know, these were built in the wrong era. Maybe New York Trenton, you could say the same thing. So this is where I wish Dovetail would actually not do a new version of the game and actually concentrate on a decent full 12 months on trying to finally eliminate a lot of the outstanding issues that have plagued the game for a very, very long time, and start dealing with Optimize. I know they've been talking about it. There is a lot of good science there, but I really want to see them get away from, I want them to give us more options than TAA as well, and start working with the Nivea and all this other stuff. Like, I played a game on DX12 and it's definitely better than running it on the standard. It's not the silver boiler, unfortunately. See, this is what I worry about. They're talking about they're improving the optimization and stuff, on the streams and stuff. But I remember Matt saying a while back that he'll never get the perfect train sim. And that really worried me when he said that. That was just like telling the community right here and now, unfortunately, you have to put up with this. It's not gonna, there's nothing that's gonna change it. So I still think that we should, split the Train Sim Worlds into a console edition and a PC edition. The PC edition is exclusively being built by a PC team that knows everything about PCs and all this stuff, and not being done by a bunch of nerds, school leaver nerds. They need to be done by pretty much the OGs of Dovetail. Then your console friendly version will be only console timetables and all this stuff. If you want to play the game real hardcore and you want the full experience, move to PC. Unfortunately, some people would have to save for that. At the end of the day, would it be worth it? This is why I don't understand people whinging about the timetable for this route, for the console side of it, where you actually have routes that have less timetable, that are a full timetable, but they have less services. All right, for this particular route, I'm going to say there's an exemption. This is the S-Bahn Frankfurt. It's hardcore. It's massive loaded with passenger services, with all kinds of things. It's just trains galore. So that's why I said to you guys, this needed to be done at a time when the game was like, this is why I was hopeful this would be a core route for Train Sim World 6, because I wanted them to spend as much time as possible to fix the optimization and everything and get this thing fucking 100%. And they absolutely fucked it, unfortunately. They have fucked it for everybody, because we have to put up with this bullshit micro shattering that is just absolutely out of control. And this is the worst route I've ever seen for optimization in the history of Train Sim World. And that's saying something, because of what I experienced on S-Bahn Moody Gosberg at launch, especially the bridge just outside of the main station. Going past there, it was terrible. It was into the reds. It was 9 frames per second. It was terrible. Where I get a solid 60 frames, pretty much average the whole way from Osberg to Munich. Doesn't matter now. It's just runs great. So it's not so bad when you're here on, like standing here alone. There's some more of those containers there, Chris. Those oil tankers. Yeah, it's not so bad here when you're standing here. It's fine. And now I open the doors again, and passengers decided to start moving again, and they actually want to get on board. This is another thing that they need to fix up. They don't tell you to service anymore when you check that. It says on foot. That's another bug. Have they bothered fixing it? Nope. Time here at the station. Come in a bit early on this one. Get involved in our live chat, folks. It's open to subscribers only. I love to hear from you. Our chat is just sitting here. It's got Chris said a few things throughout the hour we've been here on live. Looking forward to the Formula One Monte Carlo race later on tonight. It's going to be awesome. I'm a massive fan of Monte Carlo. That and Singapore are my two favourite races, actually. So you would think it would be here in Australia. But you know what? I'm not a fan of the Australian track. I'm not a fan. I used to love Adelaide. I'm a big fan of the Adelaide track. So, yeah, for me, Monte Carlo and Singapore are my two favourite races. My favourite driver is a little bit back. As you know, I am a Max Verstappen fan, so hoping that he'll come from the clouds. But I think those Ferraris are going to be and McLarens are going to be quite hard to beat. What the fuck is this freezing every 5 seconds, man? No, you don't need to promote it there, Chris. I've already promoted it as enough. No, I'm joking. It's all good, mate. So we're pretty much taking the stations now that we've already done before. We're going into Munich. We're actually Frankfurt. We're going into the underground section of Frankfurt as well. It's a 12 car that we got here. See, this is the part I was telling you about, how you can see the buildings in like up further. It's so cool. See, if this was built in the old era of Train Sim World, I don't think we would be able to see those buildings in the future, in the distance and that. Yeah, get involved in our chat, folks. I welcome all rail fans on board. Obviously, if you don't speak English, I understand, but if you'd like to leave a normal comment, if you don't speak English, and I can translate it with a Google, and we can reply. That would be great. And if you are stuck on your Train Sim World, there's always introduction tutorials there for you on our introduction tutorials playlist. There's also replays of our live streams on our Train Sim World past live streams playlist, and we have a playlist for our uploaded videos of gameplay. And back in the days, I used to be one of those that also run you Train Sim World news, where I did videos of giving you basically what you can actually easily go and do at the Dovetail forums and have it all on the Train Sim World website, and you can see the get the information through there. I'm just one of those people these days that you don't need to be making videos like that to try to gain views. You know what I mean? That's just being a suck, in my opinion. So I just thought, no, it's better for me. When I give you Train Sim World news, or talk about Train Sim World in general, I like to talk about it when I'm here on the microphone, on the camera. I'll talk to you guys direct. You get involved in our chat. It's more community based, where you guys can come in with an opinion on the chat, and if it's negative, whatever, like as long as we're actually talking about Train Sim World, and we're not talking about trucks every 5 seconds. The only reason that we do that from time to time is because our community, we're not doing truck streams like we normally do. We don't do truck streams too often. I mainly do it with the uploaded videos, and the only reason I stopped doing live streams with the American Truck Simulator more so is because I wasn't releasing my mods as frequently as I was. It was like every 2-3 months I would, or every couple of months I would release mods. So that's why I stopped doing that, because I needed more time to actually start focusing on releasing content more frequently. And that's why I get people that ask me to do things, but you got to be patient, folks. There is some people that need to understand that when it comes to my mods for American Truck Simulator, I release my mods anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. It's more so 5 to 6 weeks at a time. And I always like to release my mods from mid-month to the end of the month each month when I update mods and stuff. So do note the K-Series, Kenworth K-Series skins pack for the K-set Kenworths, the K104, K108, 100 and K200. The next skins will be released at the end of June. And also with the T-Series of Kenworths, the T909, the 908, the 409, 408, just a sample. Those skins are going to be released also at the end of next month in June. So be patient, they'll come out. We are planning to release the 21st skins pack for the Freighter T-Liner trailer this week. Got about 5 skins to go actually, so it's not that many more to go. Hume Doors and Timber one I did over the weekend, that was actually a surprise. I've always known about Hume Doors and Timber because I was talking to you guys about this last week, that I have somebody like in the mother of my second child's family, her brother is an executive at the Hume Doors and Timber in Adelaide, and like he's high up. So I didn't know that they actually had a trailer. It actually is based here in the Lansdowne, Lansvale base here in Sydney. So looking at the backdrop of the building, I'm like, hang on, I know that building. I've been past there multiple times. Growing up, I know those buildings. That's why I would love to do. I'll do some truck spotting around there. If I came across it, I'll be cheering. I won't be going there tomorrow though. I'm not sure where I'm going tomorrow actually. I want to try to get out tomorrow and do where I can actually try to do what I normally do and get 2 sets of videos in one day. Let's see what we do. All right, we're straight into Frankfurt now. So we're going into the underground train station of the Hauptbahnhof. And there is Frankfurt over there. So we've got to do the big loop going into there very shortly. Well, not the loop, the big swing. It's about to come right now, actually. We're about to swing in onto the straight. Slow down, Oz. Got 100 coming up. A little bit speedy. Love the graffiti on the walls just here too. It's yeah, very artistic. Frame rate dipping like no tomorrow, no? Alright, here we are at Hauptbahnhof in Frankfurt. It's the underground. This is actually the start of the Frankfurt Loop, but it's unfortunately not in the game. I would have loved to have seen that. So I know what these stations look like in Train Sim Classic, and I was like, oh, I want to see this in Train Sim World. Actually, when they announced this, I thought they were doing the loop. And then I got told they weren't. And I was like, ah, oh, you're joking. I was spitting. Like, why? Alright, there we have it. Alright, gold medal there. Very nicely done indeed. Alright, let's head back to the timetable. This is S-Bahn Frankfurt Live, here on Train Sim World 5. You're with the Aussie Don. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. So, pleasure as always. We had 4 American Truck Simulator uploaded videos over the weekend, folks. 2 on Friday and 2 on Saturday, so they're now showing at 4K Ultrawide. And we've had our latest truck spotting shorts posted up earlier this morning, and I will post some more again tomorrow morning. So... yeah, I might actually post some up later tonight. I'll see how I go. Right. We're going to head now and do another trip. And we are going to take a 425 service this time around. And we'll do a 24-minute one. All right, so here we go. Do 703 service. We're going to do this one in July, actually, with a bit of light cloud. All right, here we go. 7:03 a.m. service here on the S-Bahn Frankfurt. This will be our final trip for today's live stream. I think. We'll see how we go. Currently 18 past 20 hours here in Australia. East coast of Australia. This is RB10 service 25004, Frankfurt, Maine, to Newwood. I probably pronounced that incorrect too. I apologize. Whoop. There we go. Go that way, Oz. And you've opened up the wrong bloody doors. Huh? No, I didn't. Are you kidding me? There we go. That's better. That's better. 1, 2, 3. I would have liked to have seen them upgraded this one actually, the 425. I just think this was, you know, well, we got a 423 upgrade for this. So I thought, you know, made sense to also do it for 425, but decided not to. They've updated obviously the passenger information boards, but even that's very tiny, you know, like once again using the sides instead of in the middle, or making it wider. Speedy Gonzalez coming out of the blocks again, like on Van Diesel and the muscle. You see guide mode's not there tonight, so you can see that I'm up here and it's not coming up. "20 kilometers to a station based in Mainz. We are going to Wiesbaden as well, folks, so we are heading up there. Yeah, I noticed crazy Aussie that comes along too, Chris. He's also playing Train Sim World 4. So you're on PlayStation 4, so they're going to understand on that one, because we know how poorly the game is optimized on... Well, S-Bahn Frankfurt didn't go to PlayStation 4 anyway, but yeah, we know how badly optimized Train Sim World 5. I really gotta... I'm hoping and praying, like, I'm not taking anything away from the Xbox, like the PlayStation 4 and that players, but they really need to cut 8th gen support. It's gotta come to an end sooner or later. Like surely this has got to be it this year. I'm hopeful that they're gonna pull the trigger. This is not actually running too bad, actually. There's a few little shadows here and there. But we are further out of Frankfurt now, so... Yeah. I'm just trying to... I'm thinking now, could it be the trains they're using, and it could be the mesh that they're using with the trains that could be causing some confliction? Giant stack there. There's a plane over there as well. I haven't got CFA on. Let's unrestrict that. Yeah, I've been playing JDM here and there behind the scenes. I started playing it with the Logitech 920 steering wheel, and it took me a while to finally get the gear shifter and everything up and running, and that. It was a real bugger to get it organised, I tell you. But it's terrible on the wheel. Absolute oversteer like no tomorrow on the wheel. I've been playing it on the controller, and it's absolutely fantastic on the controller. It's just, yeah, drifting all over the place like no tomorrow. So I've been doing bits and pieces of gameplay, and I'm just gradually gathering some footage so I can bring you guys a uploaded video of JDM, the video game. It's a brand new game. It's actually out on console too. It's quite fun, but unfortunately it's got a lot of bad optimization and performance issues like freezing and stuff. So they have got a roadmap where they're going to gradually bring new cars and events and more to the story and stuff, and they're going to keep working on optimization and all that stuff. Unfortunately, they've used the Unreal Engine, so like I said, it's like a lot of people are complaining about it, and I'm also one of them about the optimization and port. Even IGN's even said the same thing. It really should have went into an early access period. And even one person said developers are going to stop using the Unreal Engine, and it's 100. I have to agree. Or people need to start, really digging in and see what these people are that are, with the Unreal Engine. Can we finally get this engine built where it's optimized not to do this? That's why I said to you guys, I can't wait for the days where we've got really awesome graphics and frame rate at the same time. One happy marriage, just absolutely perfect, beautiful, smooth gameplay. It doesn't matter what freaking engine it is. You could have games like JDM and Rail Sims that are just going to be so great. But unfortunately, we live in a world of bugs and people that want to cause more bugs and cause more chaos and do all kinds of things to drive us insane. And we can't help our passions. Our passions run too deep. Let's enjoy this run. It's not taking anything away. All right, it's got problems and all that, this route, but you know me, I've been begging for the S-Bahn Frankfurt for so damn long, not knowing that it was going to be this version of S-Bahn Frankfurt. That's why I said to you guys, there's so many spiders coming out of Frankfurt where you could have done any S-Bahn I'm surprised they actually went with the way they've done it. Like, I think the community getting in and actually saying, "Hey, no, we need the fast, we need the ICE and all that," was a massive props to everybody. How the route would have ran without that being in it, it would have been exactly the same. Trust me, it would have been no different. So we're talking dovetail here. We're talking, people that don't know how to optimize, their toilet paper, let alone freaking, again. There is another Frankfurt route coming out next month from RSSLO for Train Simulator Classic. I can finally once again confirm that it's just Train Simulator Classic. Even though it's been known over the last year for Train Sim Classic 2024. You know me, I've still always called it Train Sim Classic. So. We have held off on our Choo Choo Tuesdays live stream for Train Sim Classic because we've got the announcement of the new Train Sim Classic era, this year's version coming up. I thought, okay, will I be buying the bundle? No, I won't be, because I own 2 of the free routes. The US one's the only one I don't have, and it doesn't appeal to me. So. No need for me to buy something that I already own 2 routes of. Speaking of, I'm going to train do too. Mainz Castell coming up. Mainz Castell. I don't think anybody else is going to get into the chat, Chris, so it is what it is. If you are watching the replay though, you can leave a normal comment and there'll be hell of a review. Like I said, it doesn't have to be English, we can translate it. If it is rude, then we will automatically remove it, of course. So, trolls, don't even bother. You're just going to be trolling yourself. Just a little bit over 500 meters to the station, to the end of the platform, that is, or where we've got to park it up. It should be at the end of the platform, being a 12 car. Yeah, nobody's coming. It's because it's Sunday, Chris. Everybody's out. And it's the US summer, so everybody's just checking out the storm chasing. Checking out my good friend Daniel Shaw. Daniel Shaw is an Aussie fella that's doing the storm chasing over in the US. I was actually on his stream earlier today, and it was actually nighttime over in the US, and it was just boring. He was just on the road driving, and there's just nothing going on. I'm like, I put a comment out there. I said, this is boring. It's easy. I said, nothing fancy going on. It's easy. Time to go to sleep, that means, it's time to go to sleep. So yeah, I am a veteran of Train Sim World, and I've played every era of Train Sim World. I discovered the game at my mate's house in 2017 when it was first. It was in its first few weeks, actually. You know, the funny thing is, not many people know this. The ones that have come on like later in just on console. The S-Bahn, the Sand Patch Grade wasn't the original choice for the first route in Train Sim World. It was not the original choice. So it was meant to be another route. And there's actually there was a stream here a few years ago actually that actually showed some of the clippings from the original route that they were actually when it was in development. So yeah, they actually showed some stuff that was ultra rare. Because that particular route never seen the light of day. I'm not sure if it was the B&O subdivision. No, that's the other one that runs off Cumberland. And that's in Train Sim Classic. I prefer that route over Sand Patch Grade any day of the week. It's actually shits all over Sand Patch Grade. It's that good. So I'm not a fan of Sand Patch Grade. It's just too slow. The other route is slow too, but it's actually got more to it. Like there's more excitement to it. That's why if we ever did get, you know, a proper full US freight route come back into Train Sim World, for me it'd have to be Feather River Canyon, and it'll have to be done by High Iron Simulations. I know they're doing a route, so I'm hopeful that that is what they are doing. That route in Train Sim Classic, even the original before they done the enhancement, is such a fantastic route. I've always been a big fan of it. It's another California route, but it's nothing like the California routes we have now. Like this thing's not desert, it's like beautiful. Like there's rivers, bridges, big massive rocks and mountains. It's mountains all over the place. There's a particular bridge that is just absolutely iconic where it splits off one way and the other way, and then the other side of it, it's another bridge going over it. It's like a triangle sort of thing. It's really, really cool. There's nothing like that in Train Sim World now. So it'd be such an appealing route. It'd be massive in Train Sim World. It'd be about as big as Clinchford Railroad that's in it now. So for me, that would be something that I wouldn't go to all the time, but I would be more happy to go to if I had to do a US freight live stream, you know. So, and there's multiple options. There's another variant of the FA8. You could do that now. There's other trains, obviously, that, you know, others would love to see for it. So there's a typical, you know, your F40s and stuff, you know, options for that. Your 70 Aces and we get upgraded versions of those, and you know, new sounds obviously, and probably not proper sounds still. Even if they do say they're new sounds, but they're not going to be proper sounds because Dovetail find it hard, even though they say they go to these recordings and that. That said though, the Capital Star is pretty dead on. But that's only because the one-man developer had the sounds for it. There's supposed to be there's a TBC live stream coming up this week for Dovetail. As well for Thursday, folks. We don't know what type of stream it is at the moment, so it might be a Train Sim Classic live stream with Jamie, or I'm thinking it could actually be the 80th anniversary of Thomas actually, because yeah, I think if I remember rightly, last time we had the Thomas live stream, there was a TBC as well, wasn't there? And then all of a sudden we found out it was Thomas. So I'm thinking that it could be the same again. So I got a feeling Thomas is the next DLC. So the 80th anniversary edition. So I would not be surprised if that comes out within the next few weeks. And then after that, we'll get the 86. And then who knows after that? Hopefully hopefully the Great Western Railway upgrade will be following that. Yeah, I know you like the Antelope Valley, and I'm not sure about San Bernardino line. I know you like Antelope Valley. So. Antelope Valley is it's not too like for me. I prefer San Bernardino over that, mainly because it's more urban. But like I said, I'm not a massive fan of that particular route. If it comes to the US content, I'm more for the suburban stuff, you know, like the New York stuff, and Northeast Corridor is just great. You know, I love Northeast Corridor is great. The Boston route's also great. I don't mind that route as well. So tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live with All Aboard Live episode 131. Do join us for that one. We're going to be doing some S-Bahn Frankfurt action first up. Then we're going to be heading to the UK, and we're going to be doing some UK stuff. And then we'll do whatever comes to our live stream after that. It might be another quick S-Bahn trip, but we'll soon find out. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more tomorrow night of the live streaming action. Now, there we have that one done and done. All right. Let's now return to the timetable. And we shall take a little break here for a second, folks. I need to use the restroom for a second. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be with you guys in a few minutes' time. For our final trip. Actually, I was planning, like I said to you guys, that could be the final trip, but actually they went quite quick. So I actually was quite satisfied with that trip, actually. That trip. Whoop that trick. All right. I know people like the I don't know why people don't like the 430 over the 423. I've noticed a lot of people saying that they prefer the 430. They love the 423. There's actually a mod for the PC players that actually has the 423 services, the 430 services being replaced with the 423. So that is now out. I'll be back in a second, folks. Don't go anywhere. We've got plenty more here on this Sunday night of S-Bahn Frankfurt, and you're with the Aussie Don. Stay tuned. All right, sorry about that. Mother Nature calls. All right, here we go now. Chris doesn't mind the US route. All right. All right, here we go now with our final trip. This will definitely be our final trip for tonight's live stream. And then we'll be live tomorrow night with All Aboard Live. Don't forget to join us live from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia. That's Queensland, New South Wales, ACT, Victoria and Tasmania viewers. 7:30 p.m. in Northern Territory and South Australia. And 6 p.m. Western Australia, 11 a.m. UK, 12 p.m. Central Europe, 6 a.m. Eastern States, United States, 7 p.m. Japan, and 3 a.m. West Coast USA, 3 a.m. in British Columbia, Canada, 6 a.m. Toronto, Canada, and 10 p.m. New Zealand. Full replay will be provided. If you can't join us live for All Aboard Live, episode 131 tomorrow on Monday, the 26th of May, 2025. Also, full replay will be provided of today's live stream added to our Train Sim World past live streams playlist. Here we go with our final trip. It's a little bit into the night time. Looking absolutely fantastic. All right, passenger lights on, and we'll put some SEAF on. PZB, not a fan, so I don't use that. Always struggled with it. And here we shall go. Tomorrow's trip out of the underground S-Bahn is actually a decent service too. I think it's around a 53-minute service to an hour. So it's a pretty decent one that we are doing tomorrow. It's going to take up a fair bit of the live stream, which is good. I'm going to be with you guys for a few hours tomorrow. And don't forget, an hour before the live stream tomorrow night, our latest full-length truck spotting video will be premiering tomorrow. And it's once again from St. Mary's, but once again, it's also something we've never done around St. Mary's before, and we've done areas in St. Mary's that we haven't covered until now. So do look forward to that one. I actually love this time of the night on train services. Actually, it is the dropping of the sun, and it's just, yeah, you see the lights starting to roll in, and it's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I decided to open up the wrong doors. Did I do it again? Right doors, right doors, right doors. There we go. I did that twice, didn't I? There we go. Let's go. So I don't normally do these live streams, you know, like after, you know, releases and stuff, but because certain routes appeal to me more than others, and I just like to do a heap of live streams. I was like this with the suffragette line, you know, the Goblin line, the suffragette line, London Overground. You know, not the stupid one with the with no passengers on it, the one that we got now. Like, I love that route, but unfortunately it just suffers with no passengers and stuff, and I just can't play it because of that. So I'm waiting for the fix, and obviously the extension. So anyway, cut a long story short, yeah, just such a big fan of the Southern Jet line, and yeah, you see me do multiple live streams, around the launch of it, and the same thing happening here with the S-Bahn Frankfurt. Obviously, I had more live streams than normal around Train Symbol 5 release too. We had the same with the West Coast Mainline Just Trains release. With the Oversharp, the Summit, the northern section. It's not full northern, but it's more northern section of the West Coast Mainline. Stunning. Look at that. Yeah, I just seen that Warragamba Dam is spilling over here in Sydney after all the floods and stuff. You got all these idiots on there, environmental dickheads, just dribbling shit. But I put in my two bot. I said, they should be, lining up the trucks, and putting the water into the trucks. So, these poor farmers that desperately need the water, they can treat the water, and then give it back to the farmers, that need the water so desperately. So I said to you guys about the cattle that it's it's just dirt. There's nothing growing. And earlier today on the news they were saying that the price of milk's going up, and I guarantee you the price of beef and everything's going to be going up. So it won't worry me so much because I eat the pork ribs. So yeah, and that's already expensive, and I don't mind that. Another beautiful station just here. It's absolutely stunning. Look at that. So we should be all the way into S-Bahn, into Frankfurt now, I think. Yep, that's it. They need to work on. I don't know if it's the graffiti on the walls that are causing it, because as soon as you get past that, and all the trains out, you watch this. See, the frame rate drops by half and then goes back to 50. Yeah. Love the lights on the building, so it's really cool. You can see it. Even the big tower over there. I don't know what they look like on the other German route, because I haven't done any night services actually on the Frankfurt folder. I'm hopeful that they'll give us a camera option inside the train, like God mode, where we can zoom backs and forwards in the inside, or actually adjust the position of where we are inside the cab, just like Train Sim Classic. I really think that, you know, that's a feature that should have been released by now. Maybe that could do, you know, maybe that could bring some better performance if you're further in. Like, it is beneficial on God mode that when you do that, so maybe they should be looking at that, and you know, as one of the optimizations. And there we go with that one. Lovely doubly do. Okay. Another gold medal. I noticed there's no platinums. I'm not getting platinums on here. I don't know why. I'm getting golds. I don't know if there's a scoring bug, or like I said, I don't really give a shit about scoring, but I just sort of thinking I've been getting a lot more gold medals than anything. Is there a scoring bug? I don't know. So yeah, wouldn't surprise me if there is, because there has been scoring bugs in the past. Right. Well, we've been on for 2 hours, and we actually went further than what we did on Friday, actually. We were only an hour and a half on Friday. But that's all we've got time for our live stream here today. Thank you very much for watching our S-Bahn Frankfurt coverage here on Australia Worldwide Entertainment. And Australia's home of Train Sim World since 2019. Check our dedicated playlist out, our free playlist is out today. And that's all we've got time for. We're live tomorrow on Monday, the 26th of May 2025 for All Aboard Live. Set a reminder for that one. Become a subscriber. And join our over 8,000 subscriber base as we on the march to 10,000 subscribers here in 2025. Here we are into our 8th year of our YouTube channel. We'll be celebrating 8 years on February 27 in 2026 when we enter the 9th year of our YouTube channel. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Been a pleasure. And don't forget, full-length truck spotting video. Finally, we've got one for you guys tomorrow. I do apologise. The last week we've only had one, and it's because it's been terrible here on the East Coast, just flooding like crazy. And then you got these poor souls in other places here in Australia that are suffering with drought and just don't even have a drop, and doesn't look like a drop in sight for coming at all. Yeah, it's just terrible. So yeah, that's why I say to you guys, I would love to see some sort of thing built where in areas where they do flood, where we can catch all this water and take it to people that need it the most. Obviously purify it and take it to where it needs the most. But anyway, it is what it is. The government just want to waste money on other stupid little shit like a bloody football stadium. So anyway, that's all we've got time for. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am the Aussie Don. 2023, week 16, Train Sim World loading screenshot contest winner. Week 6 and 26 for Train Simulator Classic contest winner in 2023. 3 times overall. I come from a land down under. If you're here to thunder, you better run. You better take cover. See you next time.